Buenos días, señor Zazueta. Díganos su nombre, por favor.
Yes, my name is Marco Antonio Zazueta Manrique.
Mr. Zazueta, do you need an interpreter?
That depends on what you must tell me,
Okay,
because
let's use an interpreter then. And so this is going to be tricky because I'm on, the computer, you're on the computer, and Mr. Davis is on a computer as well. So just wait for Mr. Davis to translate what I'm saying, okay, Pedro?
Yes, sir. Entonces, señor, sí vamos a usar intérprete. Es algo trucoso, ya que yo estoy en computadora, usted en computadora, y el intérprete en computadora y teléfono. Así es que haga favor de que esperarse hasta que el intérprete al español antes de responder esto. ¿Está bien?
sí, está bien.
Yes, that's fine.
Mr. Davis, I'm going to read you your charges, but first, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you.
Señor Davis, le voy a leer los cargos pendientes de contra suya, pero primeramente le daré sus derechos también. Tiene usted derecho a guardar silencio. Cualquier cosa que diga podrá y será sola en contra suya.
Pedro, I'm sorry. I meant Mr. Zazueta, not you.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. You have the right to hire an attorney, and in some cases, an attorney might be appointed for you.
También tiene derecho usted a tener su propio abogado, contratarlo usted mismo, y en ciertos casos se le puede asignar un abogado de oficio sin costo o costo reducido.
If you're released from the jail and do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest.
Si logra salir de la cárcel y no se presentan audiencias en el futuro, puede ordenarse su arresto.
Before we discuss the charges and your release conditions, know that I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement as well as information in the court's file.
Ahora, antes de hablar de las condiciones de libertad y también los cargos pendientes, debo informarle que ya le di un informe previo de la Agencia de Servicios previo al juicio y también de las agencias del orden público.
On CR 25-015-381, I'm seeing you on one count of trespass and one count of possession of paraphernalia.
Ahora, por la causa de CR 2501-5381, lo estoy viendo por una acusación de ingreso ilícito a propiedad ajena y otra acusación de parafernales de droga.
If I release you on your promise to appear, sir, will you do two things? One, promise not to go back to the place you were trespassed.
Yes,
Ahora, si le permito salir de la cárcel, señor, promete hacer dos cosas. Primeramente, de no regresar al sitio donde lo acusan de haber ingresado ilícitamente. Lo promete.
lo prometo.
I promise.
And will you also promise to appear at court on November 24th at 8:30 in the morning?
Yes,
Sí,
November
también-
24th. November
También
24th,
promete-
10, you said? Yeah,
You gotta wait, Mr. Davis. Mr. Zazueta,
Señor.
Jesus.
yes, hey, maybe,
Señor, espere.
Mr. Zazueta,
Señor.
tell Pedro, Mr. Zazueta.
you talk, sir, you talk and he talks one way, sir. I cannot hear, I cannot remember what date you gave me and what time it was, the court.
I know, Mr. Zazueta, let Mr. Davis translate. You will get paperwork.
Okay,
Permita
Alright.
que el intérprete Zazueta ya recibirá todo escrito. Usted tendrá una audiencia el 24 de noviembre a las 8:30 por la mañana en el juzgado municipal.
está bien, está bien.
No,
Okay.
That's fine.
Was that November 24th at 8:30?
Thank you, Jenna.
Se confirma la fecha, noviembre 24 a las 8:30 por la mañana.
Is
Debe
that
presentarse usted este día.
It's Justice Court.
Ah, perdón, es en el juzgado municipal, el juzgado de paz, perdón, Justice Court. My mistake, Your Honor, I said city court.
You're fine, Pedro. Thank you, Jenna. Sir, you're excused.
Thank you very much.
Oh, hold on, Mr. Zazueta. There-
Yes,
Espere,
yes, sir. Este hombre que no sabe ni siquiera cómo traducir. Así no se
Señor,
traduce.
espere. Espere.
Sí, de golpe, pues, no deja ni siquiera saber qué es lo que dice el superior, pues, que es el más importante.
So, tiene una audiencia el 24 de noviembre en Justice Court on Stone.
No, me parece que tengo que tomar pastillas y tengo que ir a la frontera. Tengo que tomar pastillas sobre
Tiene una cita este día Porque
Tengo una cita, no, hoy no salgo cita. Tengo una cita para el lunes o martes de la próxima semana.
es el 24 de diciembre.
Sí, sí, pero esta es para la
Hey,
otra.
Yes.
Mr. Zazueta has a city court matter to the clerk has found. So give me 1 second.
Se han encontrado otra situación pendiente en el juzgado municipal.
10th of the 12th of November.
Porque
Por la corte, era la corte.
so, él no puede
Era una firma porque sí.
va a tener por
Yo iba caminando, acababa de comer, iba caminando, me arrastraron.
no puede cambiar su fecha.
No, está bien. Yo lo que quiero es que ponga ahí usted que tengo que ir a la frontera a tomar medicinas, si no puedo tener
Sí,
del lugar de cárcel, el hospital, y ahí tendría la
no
corte.
creo que va a salir de la cárcel hoy.
No, yo sé, es lo que me acaba de decir, señor juez, pero yo le quiero decir que es venta.
Hey, Mr. Zazueta,
Yes,
we need to stop real quick. I got a lot of guys to get through and ladies.
yes.
Jenna, I think will be there for a few minutes before felonies come on. She can talk to you. But let me get through one more matter. All right. You've got a city court matter as well. This is on CRBM, sorry, 21010143. I'm seeing you on a failure to comply with a charge of threats and intimidation. It looks like you've been arraigned on this case, but didn't do some of the requirements. I'm going to release you on your promise to appear, provided you also promise to appear on December 10th at 2:30 p.m. in front of the Honorable Sarah Mayhew.
And which one will it be? That's
So, is this city court on Alameda?
Old City.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yes,
do you understand all of that, sir?
I'll teach you.
Did you want Mr. Davis to translate any of that?
If he wants or she wants, I can first translate.
Well,
But
I don't think he
really
wants to. I think he'll translate if he needs to. You need him to.
No, but not right now. I understood everything.
Sure. You'll get paperwork. You'll get paperwork telling you about your next court date in city court and in justice court. Jenna's a lovely human being. I'm sure she'll answer some questions before she needs to appear in front of the court again.
Okay, I will. Do you have some sort of card, business card? Okay. Sure. Can I step out?
Yes, sir. You're excused.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks, Pedro. You can be excused.
Thank you.
It's the market sector. But I'm still doing all this stuff. Hold on. So how do you get over that? You start to get that alcohol. Oh, right. You'll be next. Let's have a signature. P10? No, it's. No, no. I'm ready to screw this one, baby. I don't know if it's 17. Thank you. Sorry.
Sir, will you please state your name?
Javier Orantes,
All right, Mr. Orantes, I'm going to read you your charges, but first, know that you've got the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney, and in some cases, an attorney might be appointed. If you're released from jail and do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss the charges, know that I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement, as well as information in the court's file. I see you're in custody on a felony matter, sir. I'm seeing you, however, on a city court matter It is CM 25041908. It's a criminal trespass in the first degree. Because I'm seeing you on a city court matter and because you're being held on a felony matter, sir, I'm going to hold you on a $100 cash or secured bond. Set a court date, a video review court date of November 21st at 1:45 p.m. in front of Judge Verna. I'm going to consolidate this matter with CM 25038-971, and I'm going to vacate your non-transport review hearing that was scheduled on 12/12. If you are released, you can't go to the incident location. Now, did all of that make sense?
Yes,
Okay. Lastly, this is also your arraignment on the city court case. You're presumed innocent. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. Not only can a warrant issue for your arrest if you fail to appear, trial can go forward in your absence, and if you fail to appear at sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. All right, sir, you're excused.
thank you.
Lure? Want to have a seat?
Hey, jail, do we have all the
Yes.
misdemeanors here, or are we still doing keep separate?
No, we have the misdemeanors here.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to go over a few things with all of you right now. I'm going to read all of you your charges. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. In some cases, an attorney might be appointed for you. If you're released from jail and you do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before I discuss charges with each and every one of you and review release conditions, know that I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement as well as information in the court's file. All right, the gentleman who's sitting in front of me, what's your name, sir?
Donovan Lure.
All right, Mr. Lure. I'm seeing you on a failure to comply with a disorderly conduct case on CR 19-913-416. Will you appear at your next hearing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. Your next hearing is going to be on December 2nd at 9:30 a.m. in front of Judge Foster. I'm going to appoint Janet Altschuler to represent you. Her phone number will be included in the paperwork you're going to receive from the jail. All right, sir, you're excused.
Thank you, sir.
We'll go back to the part of that fund. Ready?
All right, sir, would you please state your name?
Peyton Meddy.
All right, Mr. Meddy, I'm seeing you on CR 25-015-384. This is one count of domestic violence, failure to comply with a court order, and one count of resisting arrest. If I release you, will you promise to appear at an out-of-court hearing?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. Your hearing is scheduled for November 24th at 10:30 a.m. Give me 1 second, sir. All right. It sounds like your mother, who is an alleged victim, according to the information I have right now, does not have a problem with you returning home, does not have a problem with you maintaining contact with her. All right, sir. With that, you are excused.
All right, thank you.
You can sit down far with Mark. Out there. Yeah. Moreno.
Ma'am, will you please state your name?
Clarissa Moreno.
All right, Ms. Moreno, I'm seeing you on a CR 22-014-231. This is a failure to comply with a shoplifting charge. It looks like you've also got a probation hold in a felony case. I'm going to hold you on a $100 cash or secured bond, just so that you're getting some time credit against your current charges, okay? You have court on November 13th at 1 p.m. That's in Justice Court in front of Judge Miller. Sorry, in front of Judge Foster. Give me 1 second, ma'am. I'm going to appoint Janet Altschuler to represent you because I'm holding you. Okay, ma'am? Give me 1 second to load this information. Okay, ma'am. So your next court date will be on November 13th with Judge Foster. You'll have Janet Altschuler represent you and your bond is $100. Understood?
Yeah.
Ma'am, you're excused.
Judgment.
Ma'am, what's your name?
Dana Richmond.
All right, Miss Richmond, I'm seeing you on a case out of Saurita Municipal Court. It's on charges of, give me 1 second to find out what they are. All right, seeing you on charges of domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and domestic violence assault. Ma'am, if I release you, will you promise to appear in Saurita Municipal Court on December 9th at 8:30 in the morning?
Yes, I will.
I'm going to release you on your promise to appear then. Your next court hearing is December 9th at 8:30 in the morning. And with that, you are excused, ma'am. Okay, you'll get paperwork from the jail.
Thank you.
Richmond, go back to the Pima.
This,
Yes, that's the bit. Dara.
Ma'am, your name?
Sarah Scheinbaum.
Okay, Ms. Scheinbaum. I'm seeing you on a case out of Saurita Municipal Court. Give me 1 second. So charges of domestic violence, fail to comply with court order, and domestic violence disorderly conduct. Do you have a place to live that is not with Daniel McClure?
Yes.
You do? Okay. So I'm gonna, if I release you, will you promise not to speak or meet with Daniel McClure?
Can I grab my stuff with a cup with
Yep.
me?
You sure can. So I'm gonna release you on your promise to appear at court on December 9th at 8:30 in the morning in Saurita.
Okay.
You can't have any contact with Daniel McClure. You can't go to the incident location. You may return once with a police escort to pick up your belongings. If you and Daniel want contact again, you can address this with the judge in Saurita. All right? All right, ma'am. You are excused.
Thank you, sir.
Go back to the Pima side. We're going to.
Will you please state your name?
Nicole Schooner.
All right, Mr. Gundo, give me 1 second. I've got a couple cases for you here. All right, Mr. Gundo, I'm seeing you on two cases. One is a shoplifting case out of Pima County Justice Court that is CR 25010192. The other is a city court case, which is CM 25038473. Those are charges of assault. It's a failure to appear in an assault case, and then criminal trespass in the first degree, in the third degree, and criminal damage. Were you in the courtroom, ma'am, when I went over your rights? No? Okay. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. In some instances, an attorney can be appointed on your behalf. If you're released from jail and you do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss your release conditions, know that I've reviewed information from law enforcement as well as information in the court's file. So ma'am, if I release you, I'm going to be setting court dates in November and in December. Will you go to those court dates? If I order you not to go to any location where you've been trespassed from, will you stay away from those locations? Is that a yes, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
And it looks like at least one of these has an assault charge as well. If I order you to have no contact with the victim of the assault charge, will you have no contact with them?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. On the city court case, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. You've got court on December 11th at 2:30 p.m. On your justice court case, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. You have court on November 24th at 10:30 a.m. You'll get paperwork with all of this information as well as the court's orders on what you may not do, all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you're excused. Oh, actually, ma'am, 1 second, hold on, before you get up, sorry. Because this is a city court case as well, this is also your arraignment on matters which you have not been arraigned on, which I believe are the trespass matters. You're presumed innocent. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf on those counts. If you fail to appear at a hearing, including a trial, that can go forward in your absence. If you're convicted and fail to appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, now you're excused. Ma'am, your name?
Crystal Triste? The screen went black as normal.
So you can't see me?
No, it's just those. There you go.
Now it's okay?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
There's an occasional, glitchy stuff going on. All right. Miss Trista, you said Miss Triste? Triste?
Yeah. Yes, Triste.
Triste, okay. All right, Miss Triste, were you in the courtroom? Did you hear me go over your rights?
Yes.
Okay. So ma'am, I'm seeing you today on CR 25015386. This is one count of domestic violence, disorderly conduct. Sorry, 2 counts of domestic violence, disorderly conduct.
Yes.
If I order you to appear on November 24th, will you do so?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. You've got court November 24th at 10:30 in the morning. Give me 1 second. All right, and it looks like the alleged victim in this case is not going to remain at the residence. So you're welcome to go back there, and that individual invites further contact with you. So I will not order no contact. All right, ma'am, you're excused.
Thank you.
Sir, your name?
Gabriel Federico Irigoyen.
All right, Mr. Irigola, I'm seeing you on CR 25015383. This is 1 count of domestic violence, unlawful imprisonment, 1 count of DV assault, 1 count of DV disorderly conduct. Sir, if I release you, will you promise to have no contact with Mariel Estrada?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have a place you can live that is not with Miss Estrada?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. You've got hearing on November 24th at 10:30 a.m. Because I've ordered no contact with Miss Estrada, if you do have contact with her, not only could you pick up a new domestic violence charge, you can also pick up another charge for failing to comply with a court order. Understand?
Yes, sir. I do.
All right, sir. You're excused.
Thank you.
Your name?
Martin Coral.
All right, sir, give me 1 second. Is that Martin Jaime Corral?
Yes.
All right, sir. I'm seeing you on some city court cases. It is CM 240338875, 250220503, 25041905, and 25041905B. These are counts of or charges of drug paraphernalia, theft, and drug paraphernalia. Sir, if I release you on your promise to appear, will you appear at a hearing in front of Judge Hale on December 10th at 9 a.m.?
Yes, sir.
Right. I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. I don't know where the alleged theft or shoplifting occurred at. I'm going to order that you not go back to that location. Understood?
Yes, sir.
All right, you'll have a hearing on December 10th at 9 a.m. On any cases that you have not been arraigned on, this is also your arraignment. So that should be at least CM 25041905A and B. You're presumed innocent. I'm going to plead you not guilty. If you fail to appear at court, hearings can go forward in your absence, including trial. If you fail to appear at sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. You understand?
Sir.
All right, sir, you're excused. Sir, your name?
Angel Cuevas.
All right, Mr. Cuevas, I'm seeing you on CM 25041902. This is one count of domestic violence, disorderly conduct. If I release you, sir, will you have no contact with Kaylee Rodriguez?
Yes.
Will you not go back to the incident location?
May I get my belongings?
You may return one time with law enforcement escort, yes.
Okay.
And will you appear at a hearing on December 16th?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. Your hearing will be December 16th at 1:30 p.m. You may not have contact with Ms. Rodriguez. You may not go to her residence, her workplace, the incident location. You may return one time with law enforcement contact or with law enforcement escort. I'm going to consolidate this case with CM 250-32946. I'm going to vacate your hearing on the 3rd of December at 10 a.m. No, hold on. Sorry, I'm not going to do that actually, because I'm not holding you. So I'm going to consolidate this case. Give me 1 second, Mr. Cuevas. Check with the city clerk. All right, Mr. Cuevas, hold on. I'm actually going to set a hearing on both these matters. So I've consolidated CM 25041902 with CM 250329. You're going to have hearings on both these cases on December 3rd at 1:30 p.m. This is in front of Judge Millian. If you have contact with Ms. Rodriguez, not only might you be looking at further charges of domestic violence, you'll also be looking at potential felony charges of failing to comply with a court order. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. As is your arraignment on these new charges, you're presumed innocent. Going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. If you fail to appear at any hearings, including trial, that trial can go forward in your absence. If you fail to appear at sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. Understand?
Yes, Your Honor. May I ask a question? I plan on moving back with my family in California because I have no family here. I also plan on taking diversion courses. Am I allowed to take them in a different state?
When were you planning on moving?
Well, as soon as I get my belongings. Because I have no place to stay in this state. All my family's in California.
Give me 1 second, sir. So hey, so Mr. Cuevas, you can't leave the state without the court's permission. I can't give you that permission right now. I don't know enough about these charges, and Ms. Rodriguez needs to be spoken to. What I am going to do is this, though. I'm going to appoint the city public defender to represent you. If you have nowhere else to stay right now, then there is a transition center that is outside. It's actually connected to the jail. There should be a blue line that can direct you there once you're released from the jail. Go there. If you need a place to sleep, they will set you up with some resources. The city PD can file a motion with Judge Million asking that you be allowed to live in California and do some classes there. You're going to have to comply with whatever Judge Million requests. If, you know, as I said before, if you fail to appear at any hearing, a warrant can issue for your arrest, okay?
Okay, but I must stay before my hearing, correct?
You must stay until Judge Million gives you permission to leave, and I've appointed a city PD so that they can probably help you see Judge Million sooner than later, okay?
Okay.
All right, sir. Take care. Sir, will you please state your name?
Christopher David Cannon.
All right. Mr. Kennan, I'm seeing you on CM 25041907. This is 2 counts of disorderly conduct, the DV disorderly conduct. If I release you, will you stay away from Miss Gray?
Yes, Your Honor.
Will you stay away from her home or work, home and work?
Yes, Your Honor.
And will you appear at court on December 16th at 1:30 p.m.?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. You've got court December 16th, 1:30 p.m. in front of Judge Million. You may not have contact with Ms. Gray. You may not go to her work. You may not go to her residence. You may not go to the incident location. If you have belongings at that location, you can appear one time with law enforcement escort to retrieve your belongings. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir, as this is also your arraignment on the city court case, you're presumed innocent. I'm going to enter plea to not guilty on your behalf. If you fail to appear at any hearing, a warrant can issue for your arrest. If you fail to appear at trial and sentencing, trial can go forward in your absence. If you're sentenced and you fail to appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you're excused. Sir, your name?
Osvaldo Lucenillo.
All right, Mr. I'm sorry, and I'm going to butcher your last name. You said Lasagna?
Close enough, sir.
Okay, Mr. Lasagna, I'm seeing you on CM 25041906 and CM 25041903. These are charges of domestic violence assault, domestic violence criminal damage, domestic violence disorderly conduct, another charge of DV assault, another charge of DV disorderly conduct. All right, sir, if I release you, will you stay away from I believe your wife's name is Cochera Lasagna.
Cosetti.
Sorry.
Posetti? Yes, sir, yes.
And Jose, is that your father?
Yeah,
All right. And you've got a child as well, right, with Cochera?
correct.
Okay. So if I release you, will you stay away from all three of them for now?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. You've got court on December 11th at 9:30 a.m. That's in front of Judge Varena. So yeah, unfortunately, right now, I don't know the facts of this case, but you may not have contact with any of the individuals I just listed. They're also listed in your release conditions. If you have contact with them, you could pick up new charges of domestic violence. You can also pick up felony charges of failing to comply with a court order. Understand?
Understood.
All right, sir. As this is also your arraignment, I'm gonna plead you not guilty. You're presumed innocent. As I told you before, if you fail to appear at a hearing, a warrant can issue for your arrest. Trial can also go forward in your absence. If you fail to appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. Understood?
Understood.
All right, sir, you're excused.
Thank you. Sir.
Here's.
Here.
Pierce is sleeping. Or he wasn't in the room.
Here.
All right, sir, please state your name.
Richard Pierce.
Pierce, I'm gonna go over your charges, but first, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. In some instances, an attorney can be appointed for you. If you're released from jail and do not appear, warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss your release conditions, I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement as well as information in the court's file. Sir, on CM 25013311, I'm seeing you on one count of failing to comply with a court order regarding a charge of it's like being in the park after hours. Sir, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. You'll have court December 11th at 2 p.m. in front of Judge Hale. Don't go back to this park, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you're excused.
Thank you.
Is here?
Yes, ma'am, just there. Will you please state your name?
Patricia Padilla.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
Patricia Padilla.
Jail, are we skipping Mr. Youngman? Which is fine.
Youngman is next. This is Padilla.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Miss Padilla,
Yes.
give me 1 second. I wasn't ready for you, but that's okay. All right, Miss Padilla, I'm seeing you on one count of domestic violence disorderly conduct on CR 25015382. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. In some instances, an attorney could be appointed for you. Before we discuss your charges and release conditions, know that I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement, as well as information in the court's file.
Okay,
Ma'am, so if I release you, will you promise to have no contact with Jessica Rowe?
yes, that's fine.
And will you not go back to the incident location?
No, sir. That's a home I own, and the sheriff's deputy wrote at the very bottom of the page there that I should be able to go back.
Let me double check that. Thank you for that.
And I still don't understand why this is domestic violence, because this girl is a vagrant. I allowed
So,
her.
ma'am, and I'm not
Okay,
gonna get into the facts of the case or the law, but you don't want to be discussing the facts of what happened with a judge that's being recorded, okay?
okay. I just don't understand domestic violence.
And that's fair. Okay, thank you. I now see that in the second part of the probable cause statement. All right, so let me change that. All right, so Ms. Rook, I'll release you on your promise to appear at court on November 24th at 10:30 in the morning. No contact with Ms. Roark. You've already indicated that's fine. You must allow Ms. Roark into your home on one occasion with law enforcement to pick up any belongings that she has left behind there, okay?
That's fine.
All right, ma'am. You are excused for today. So
Thank you.
I know you've got questions. You have always have the right to hire an attorney. I'm not sure if the court will appoint you an attorney on this matter or not, okay?
How do I find that out?
At your next court date on November 24th at 10:30 in the morning, you can ask the judge whether or not that judge will appoint you an attorney.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Take care.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry, Marty. So then I will do a non-trial review hearing.
It's a non-chair. Okay.
Well,
Sir, will you please state your name?
I'm Nicholas Shipman, and for what it's worth mentioning, if you don't mind, I prefer ma'am, I am transgender. I prefer to go by Keela as well.
Sheila? And it's ma'am? No problem.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Youngman, I'm seeing you on a city court matter. This is CM 25028309. It's and CM 25036996 and CM 25041910 A and B. These are charges of failing to appear for criminal trespass, failing to appear for soliciting, as well as new charges of criminal trespass in the third degree and criminal damage. All right. I also understand that you have a probation hold. So here's what we're gonna do.
What do I want to do?
No, I said, here's what we're gonna do. Because you have a probation hold, I'm gonna release you on your promise to appear. You're not gonna be released from jail until probation releases you, okay? But
Right.
I'm gonna set a non-transport review hearing for December 19th at 2 p.m. Hold on. That might be the wrong time. Thanks.
The 19th.
19th, yeah. It'll be a non-transport, it'll be a non-transport review hearing at 9 a.m. You will not be transported for that, okay? The city public defender will represent your interests in that matter while you're dealing with whatever you're being held on by probation.
I don't think I quite understand what that kind of a hearing is.
Give me give me 1 second, okay, Ms. Youngman? Hold
Yes,
on.
sir. Yes, sir.
Let me take a look at your jail file. Hold on.
Okay, Your Honor.
Jail, I don't see that Miss Youngman's been held on a felony matter. Can you provide me the?
No, Your Honor. Just probation, which is out Superior Court.
Do you have the CR number, jail?
Yes, there's two CR numbers.
Wait,
CR 2024-1768 and 2024-2027.
thank you very much.
I don't mean to call anybody here jail the way Your Honor did, but like, I'm a little confused. And if somebody wouldn't mind, you ask you a question.
Yeah, just give me 1 second, Ms. Youngman. Hold on.
Hey, I didn't actually mean you, Your Honor. I was hoping somebody around me could answer it, but I don't mind waiting and asking you instead.
Yeah, and there's gonna be an attorney who is gonna appear for the felony cases. She can likely answer your questions. All right, so you had Kate James represent you on 2 felony matters, correct?
That's accurate, and that is, I want to say, the best lawyer I ever had.
Good.
And I don't know if there's any relevance or if I'd ever be able to have her represent me again, but that would be great. Something that could be the case. Anyway, that's accurate. Did he get frozen?
So,
No, okay.
so Ms. Youngman, right now, probation has said, hey, don't release Ms. Youngman until we figure things out, all right? They have not filed a petition to revoke your probation, not that I see, not that I see in the case file. You can certainly make a legal call to Kate James once you go back to wherever they're gonna house you. I'm gonna release you. So I'm gonna release you in your city court case, but the jail's gonna hold you until probation releases you, okay? The non-transport review hearing is a hearing where your city court public defender will discuss your city court cases with the prosecutor and the judge. You won't be present. You do have an attorney, but you don't need to go to those hearings, okay?
Okay.
Now,
Suppose.
real quick. Because you're being arraigned on some new charges in city court, I'm gonna plead you not guilty. You're presumed innocent. If you fail to appear at hearings, a trial can go forward in your absence. If you fail to appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. All right?
Right.
All right, ma'am. Take care.
Do I have a second, please?
Oh, sure.
To say a
Yes,
few
go ahead.
things?
Yeah.
For one, I did not actually mean to miss the things that I did so that I had those warrants. I'm glad.
Okay. I mean, don't worry about that right now. There's nothing I can do with that.
He's giving me an opportunity to speak.
Talk to Kate James, okay? She'll help you.
And even if this is the last thing I get to say, I don't mind the time that I have to be here. And hopefully it means that just like last time I was here, I get to go to rehab after, which is not some place I was able to take myself to get to.
I hope probation can work on that with you, Ms. Youngman, all right? Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. Take care. Sorry, Mari, we might not make it. I know. Trying. Hey, Jenna. Are there, is Ms. Mehdi, this is Ms. Mehdi?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are there other individuals behind that partition?
Your Honor, she's a keep separate, so there's no one else in the courtroom.
Ms. Mehdi, will you please say your name?
Jody, Eddie?
All right, Ms. Mehdi, I'm going to read you your charges, but first, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. I'll be appointing an attorney for you, and you have Ms. Johnson sitting next to you. If you're released from jail and do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss your charges, know that I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement, as well as information in the court's file, recommendations from the state, and I'm going to hear from Ms. Johnson, okay? So on CR 25015387, I'm seeing you on one count of what looks to be criminal damage. Neil, I see your recommendation of a $2,500 bond. Jenny, you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor, we would ask that you release this. And I guess I thought the same thing, Your Honor. I believe the only charge on the jail has is it for a DUI.
I'm not sure why it'd be a felony. Give me 1 second here.
I think that the arresting officer alleged she was driving the wrong way on a highway.
Thank you very much.
Was this last week?
This was yesterday. Or that's the date they heard.
Yesterday?
Okay, thank you very much, Jenna. I remember that now. Okay. I'm sorry, Jenna. So, Ms. Mehdi, you're being held on one count of aggravated DUI, not criminal damage. I apologize for my error there. Jenna, did you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor, we would ask that you release her to pretrial services supervision. Ms. Mehdi has no prior DUI convictions, no prior felony convictions. So she has no prior failures to appear of any kind within the last 2 years or older than the last 2 years. Pretrial services did score her at a 1, and she is employed as an ER physician at Northwest Hospital. Given that, we do, I think pretrial services supervision would be appropriate.
Ms. Mehdi, I'm actually going to release you on your promise to appear. I assume you'll appear for any court hearing I set. I'm going to set a court hearing of December 2nd at 1:30 p.m. That hearing is very unlikely to go. Just about guarantee you it will not go. Talk to your attorney. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. I don't know if you'll qualify for a public defender. If not, hire an attorney, speak to them, okay? So speak to your attorney about this next court date, and they'll advise you of what's going on in the next 2 weeks.
Okay,
All right, man.
so,
You are released today from the jail on your promise to appear for any future court hearings.
okay, so I guess my attorney will find out more.
Your attorney will tell you what's going on.
Right, but, driving the wrong way on.
Well, ma'am, hey, ma'am, don't, what you say right now is being recorded, and you should remain silent.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to hear the charge.
So it's aggravated driving under the influence, and Ms. Johnson's correct. There's an allegation you were driving the wrong way on a highway while under the influence, and that's what makes it a felony charge. Okay? All right, ma'am, you're excused.
My son is also here. Did he not come in here yet?
She came on.
Your Honor, I had signal issues. Sound check.
Yeah, Neil, you're good. You're good, man.
Hello? I'm all right.
I believe everyone else is in the courtroom.
Thank you, Jenna. All right, ladies and gentlemen, ma'am, before we begin, bear with me. I'm going to go over all of your charges, but first, everyone, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. In these cases, I'll be appointing an attorney. You'll also have an attorney sitting next to you right now. If you're released from the jail and you do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss the charges and your release conditions, know that I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement, information in the court's file, the state's recommendations, and I'll hear from both the state and the defense. All right, ma'am, what's your name?
Ms. Babastro.
All right. Give me 1 second to pull up your file here. All right, Ms. Bavastro, I'm seeing you on CR 25015385. This is possession of a weapon by a prohibited possessor. I'm appointing the public defender to represent you. The state's recommending a bond of $7,500 and pretrial release. My inclination is to hold you on a bond of $1,100. Jenna, do you want to be heard?
Yes, we would ask that you release her to pretrial services supervision. Her last felony arrest was in 2019. She only scored a 3 on the NCA and FTA scales, and it doesn't appear that she has failures to appear in the past 2 years. Given that, we would ask that you give her an opportunity on pretrial services release.
Ma'am, I understand what your attorney is saying. I'm going to hold you, though, on a $1,100 cash or secured bond. You're excused.
I'm sorry, when's the P sheet, Your Honor?
I'm sorry. Thank you, Jenna. Your hearing date is November 24th at 1:30 p.m.
Thank you. For sure.
Brandon. Babastro, Pima side.
Sir, your name?
Brandon Earl Beaverdorf.
All right, Mr. Bieberdorf, I'm seeing you on CR 25015380. There is 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm not sure why it has been charged as a felony. You can discuss that with your attorney. You are being held on a current felony case. All right, my inclination right now is to hold you on a $500 cash or secure bond and set a steps hearing for November 19th at 9 a.m. Does counsel want to be heard on that?
Objection.
Okay. So, sir, you'll have a steps hearing on November 19th where you'll be transported, to the best of my understanding. You also have a preliminary hearing on November 24th at 1:30 p.m., a court date that's unlikely to go. Speak to your attorney about that. I'm going to appoint Eric Manch to represent you, and his phone number will be in your paperwork, all right?
Uh.
All right, sir, you're excused.
Brandon, go back down. Follow the corner.
Sir, your name?
Manuel Carlos Córdoba, Jr.
All right, sir, I'm seeing you on CR 25015374. This is 1 count of theft of means of transportation. State, I see your recommendation is a $7,500 bond plus pretrial release. Defense, my inclination is to release Mr. Cordova to pretrial services with the admonishment to have no contact with the alleged victim. Do you want to be heard?
Objection to that, Your Honor.
Neil, do you want to be heard further?
No, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Sir, you've got a court date on December 2nd at 1:30 p.m. That court date is unlikely to go. Please speak to your attorney. I'm appointing the public defender to represent you. You're released to pretrial services. You must have contact with them, and you may have no contact with the alleged victim. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You agree?
Agree.
All right, sir, you're excused.
Yes, please.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, your name?
Justin DeWitt.
All right, and I believe we also have Ms. DeWitt on the phone.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, ma'am, give me 1 second, okay, and then I'll let you speak. Mr. DeWitt, I'm seeing you on CR 25-015-375. This is one count of aggravated harassment. The state's asking for a Neil, are you asking for a release in this case? No, you're asking for, I see it now, a no bond hold. Okay.
That's correct.
Ms. DeWitt, did you want to be heard?
Yes, on behalf of his family and myself. This is several times of becoming an issue, and we are to the point of asking if he can get mental and rehabilitation for drugs. It's becoming out of control.
All right, so Mr. DeWitt, I can't order that right now. You can speak to the state about that. Mr. DeWitt, because the state's asking for a no bond hold, they'll have to go through the process of proving you can be held without bond. However, for the time being, I will hold you without bond. I'm going to schedule a court hearing on November 17th at 2:30 p.m. I'm also going to schedule a preliminary hearing on November 21st at 1 p.m. If you are released, you may not have contact with any other alleged victims. You may not go to the incident location. You understand?
John, I have a question.
Ask Jenna.
Hey, Donna, you can go back to the.
1 second, sir.
Oh,
Sir.
I want to appoint you an attorney here, but I don't have one listed yet, so give me 1 second.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. DeWitt, for now, I'm going to appoint the public defender's office. I'm not sure if they're going to take this case or not, but you will have an attorney representing you at this bond hearing on November 17th. You understand? All right, sir, you're excused.
Thank you.
like, hey, what? Also,
Sir, your name?
This is Duran.
All right, Mr. Duran, I'm seeing you on CR 25-015-376. That's one count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Sorry, 2 counts. And 1 count of armed robbery. The state's asking for a $15,000 bond plus pretrial services. My inclination is to hold you on a $5,000 cash secured bond. Jenna, do you want to be heard?
Your Honor, we would ask that you release due to pretrial services supervision. Pretrial services did only score him at a 2. And he does have confirmed housing with his brother. Given that, we would ask that you release him.
I've heard this defense argument. Mr. Duran, I'm going to hold you on a $5,000 cash secured bond with the admonishment that if you are released, you may not go to incident location. Your attorney is going to be the public defender's office. Your next hearing date will be November 24th at 1:30 p.m., sir. You're excused.
Where is the incident location? Where the incident location is? Like,
All right, Mr. Hegedus, I'm seeing you on a couple of matters. Give me 1 second to pull them both up. All right, I'm seeing you on CR 25-015-377 and CR 25-015-389. I'm also seeing you on some city court matters. All the charges, sorry, I'll go over all the charges. This is possession of a dangerous drug, intent to facilitate shoplifting, organized retail theft, possession of a narcotic drug, possession of paraphernalia, tampering with evidence, and failure to appear in the second degree. On the felony charges, my inclination is to hold Mr. Hegedus on a bond of $1,100, cash or secured, concurrent with both cases. Does either party want to be heard?
No, Your Honor.
You release Mr. Hegedus to pretrial services supervision. I understand he does have a number of prior felony convictions. Those all appear to be drug related. There's nothing involving any kind of violence or weapons. The current charges before the court are also nonviolent property offenses and drug offenses. And pretrial services was able to speak with his mother, who did confirm that he can reside there. Given that, we would ask that you give him an opportunity on pretrial services with us.
He also has, Mr. Hegedus, you also have 5 city court matters that you need to be seen on. So I'm going to hold you on the $1,100 bonds on your felony cases, and I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash or secured bond on your city court cases, with a video review hearing on those cases on November 21st at 1:45 p.m. I'm going to appoint the city public defender to represent you on your city court matters. On your felony matter, you'll have a preliminary hearing on November 24th at 1:30 p.m. If you are released, you cannot go to any incident location where you've been trespassed or asked not to return. On your city court matter, this is also your arraignment. You're presumed innocent. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. If you fail to appear at a hearing, a warrant can issue for your arrest. Trial can go forward in your absence. If you fail to appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. All right, counsel, that's all. Mr. Hegedus, you're excused. We got all you. So your name?
Isaiah Jonathan Lloyd.
All right, Mr. Lloyd. I'm seeing you on a few matters. I'm seeing you on CR 2022-2632. That is a Superior Court case for possession of a dangerous drug. I'm seeing you on new charges of another dangerous drug possession case, and a warrant out of Gila County for a paraphernalia case. My inclination is to hold Mr. Lloyd on a $1,100 cash and secured bond on the Superior Court case, CR 2022-3632. Does other party wish to be heard?
We would ask that you release Mr. Lloyd to pretrial services in all the pending cases. All of these cases only involve personal drug possession in relatively small amounts based on the information that I have. And given that, we would ask that you give him an opportunity on pretrial services release. I think at least on the new case, he is eligible for steps, which you would not be able to engage in inside the jail.
Neil, do you want to be heard?
No, Judge.
Mr. Lloyd, you told pretrial services that you were aware of your charges, you were aware of the court date, and you didn't have a reason why you didn't appear. Will you appear if you're ordered to appear?
Yes, Your Honor.
Give me 1 second here. Mr. Lloyd, do you have a way to get to Gila Bend?
No, I without transportation.
All right, Mr. Lloyd. Gila Bend's requiring that I hold you. They're requesting a review, an in-custody review hearing on December 12th at 9 a.m. I'm gonna hold you on that $100 cash or secured bond pursuant to their request that you be held. I'm gonna hold you on a $1,100 cash and secured bond on the city court case. You'll have an arraignment on November 19th at 1:30 p.m. I'm appointing the public defender to represent you on that one. And I'm gonna hold you on your pre-indictment case on $1,100 cash and secured bond. I can't make those concurrent, so they have to be consecutive. Your preliminary hearing date will be November 24th at 1:30 p.m. Also appointing the public defender to represent you. All right, sir, you're excused.
Your Honor, the court also set a steps hearing for the new case. I think pretrial indicated he was eligible.
Happily. Setting step hearing on the same date as your arraignment, November 19th at 9 a.m., sir. I hope that we can work out some way, or hope that the court can work out some way that you're steps eligible, notwithstanding these current cases. All right, sir, you're excused.
All right, thank you.
Ma'am, your name?
Mia Montaño.
All right, sorry, Ms. Montaño. I had to find my screen. All right, Ms. Montaño, I'm seeing you on a number of cases. I'm seeing you on charges of organized retail theft, possession of a narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia, and a number of city court charges to include failing to appear over multiple dates from 2019 through 2025. The state's recommended a $5,000 bond on the felony case. Jenna, do you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor, we would ask that you release her to pretrial services supervision. I understand that she does have a number of warrants pending in city court. However, this is her first felony arrest of any kind, so even if she went to trial and loses, she will be probation available. These are nonviolent property and drug offenses, and it appears that all of her cases pending in city court are also nonviolent property and drug offenses. Given that, we would ask that you release her and give her an opportunity to engage with services with pretrial.
Ms. Montano, I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash and secured bond. If you bond out, you can't return to any of these incident locations. Your next court date is November 24th at 1:30 p.m. We're going to appoint the legal defender to represent you. On your city court matters, I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash and secured bond. You'll have a video review hearing on November 21st at 1:45 p.m. I'm going to appoint the city PD to represent you. Those are in front of Judge Mayhew. I hope that the city PD can help you wrap up all these many misdemeanor matters that keep tripping you up. You've already been arraigned on those matters, so I won't go over your arraignment. You're excused, ma'am. Sir, your name?
Anthony Manuel Sanchez Moreno.
All right, Mr. Moreno, I'm seeing you on CR 25015378. This is one count of domestic violence kidnap, domestic violence aggravated assault strangulation. The state's asking for a $35,000 bond plus pretrial release. Jenna, do you want to be heard?
I think this moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Moreno, I'm going to hold you on a $20,000 cash and secured bond.
Your Honor, I'm so sorry. Can I have just a moment to speak with Mr. Moreno? I'm sorry.
Sorry, Jen, I didn't hear you. Yes.
Okay, I apologize, Your Honor. Mr. Moreno does have alternate housing available. Just first. Given that, we would ask that you give him an opportunity on pretrial services release.
So, Mr. Moreno, I hear what your counsel is saying. I see 4 prior felony convictions, 5 prior felony convictions alleged, and an order that you not have contact with the alleged victim in this case, that being Ms. Reagan. I'm going to hold you on a $20,000 cash or secured bond. If you bond out, you may not have contact with Ms. Reagan. You may not go back to the incident location. If you do bond out, you may return one time to pick up belongings with a police escort. Your next court date is November 24th at 1:30 p.m. And I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. Your excuse, sir. Yep.
Like, please, that was our last hearing, Your Honor.
That was. Take care, all.
Thank you.
Good day, Your Honor.